Hey there, everyone. Lee Stranahan. Hope you're having a great night. It's late on Friday, middle of the night, but still, I notice when I go through Twitter, for instance, I'm not the only one who's noticed this. You've noticed it too, I bet, right? Fact checkers are constant feature now on Twitter. They say fact checkers point out edited clip was taken out of context or something. And I've had people mention this on my radio show, The Backstory. Here's one thing that's interesting about the era that we're in right now. The forces of the government that are pushing this propaganda, in conjunction with the big social media forces that are pushing this propaganda, they can't seem to help themselves. They overplay their cards every time. In other words, they don't just do the fact checker thing occasionally. Now they do it every day. And in that sense, they're providing a great service. Thank them very much. For they're showing everybody how full of shit they are every day, constantly. Here's what we know about the fact checking. Number one, it only goes one direction. It only goes to enforce the government narrative. That's the establishment narrative. That's the only way it goes. You have never seen a fact check on Russia-Ukraine saying, well, the troops aren't on the border of Ukraine, as we keep saying over and over. They're in Yelnya and places like that 100 miles away. They're not on the border. Or that Russia's on the border of Ukraine. You never see them say that. The fact checking only goes one way. There's one up on Twitter right now talking about a clip of Biden from the 80s was taken out of context. Well, I'm sure it was, because it's not the 80s anymore. So anything about Biden today from the 80s, probably, particularly a video clip, probably hardly matters. But you know what they didn't do? They didn't do fact check. A video clip of Donald Trump saying that in Charlottesville there are plenty of good people was taken out of context, because it was. That was taken out of context. That was edited and cut down in a way to make it seem like Donald Trump was supporting the Nazis with the tiki torches down in Charlottesville, when in fact Joe Biden's the guy who supports the Nazis with the tiki torches in Ukraine. Go over to YouTube right now. Look up Tiki Torch March Ukraine. You'll see the big Tiki Torch marches with Stefan Bandera. That's who the U.S. is supporting, by the way, over there. You never see, as I say, it only goes one way, but they do it constantly now. So the part of the thing that's going on with the era that we're in is by overplaying their hand every time, by overplaying it, they expose who they really are. And everybody, if you don't get that you're being lied to every day, multiple times on COVID-19, on the Ukraine-Russia story, there's a news story about the CIA being exposed. And again, I'll talk more about that later. But every single day, you're seeing every major story in the news is a pack of lies. Right? You figured it out. Why hasn't the establishment figured out that we figured it out? Answer, I think they don't care. They don't care that they've been found out. They're not stopping. They're just multiplying their lies constantly. And now it's literally almost every big news story is a complete lie. I'll be back more to talk about later to you. Till then, I'm Lee Stranahan. Bye-bye. Just so that doesn't get taken out of context, I misspoke. I meant to say, I'll be back later to tell you more. Instead, I said, I'll be back more to tell you later, which almost makes sense, but it was a mistake. And unlike Joe Biden, I try to correct my mistakes, and I don't even make that many of them. But, you know, there you go. Anyway, love you guys. Bye. That's it. We're done. Why are you still here? Go. A little Ferris Bueller for you there.